friends, it is Johnny back with another video, and today it is time for a fever dream. Now once again, it is the holiday season. Merry
Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Solstice, Happy Saturnalia, Merry Happy whatever you may celebrate. And one of the things I've always loved growing up was holiday specials, whether it be Halloween or Christmas specials. It didn't matter to me. So I figured why not talk about one of the holiday specials of the show that I used to watch when I was younger. Now as somebody who loves music, and has been told he can sing. Whether I can or can't, that's a different situation, I don't know. However, I thoroughly enjoyed this show when I was younger, and it was created by none other than Andre 3000. Now if you know, you know. You know? But if you don't know, I'm gonna tell you. I'm talking about the class of 3000. Now knowing that, let's just jump right into it. Roll the intro. We open up with the principal of the school monologuing about how excited he is for the Christmas vacation because he hates the teachers and the kids. And right away, as somebody that went to a school where the principal and some of the teachers hated kids, let me just ask, why? Why work with kids if you hate children? That's kind of like working as a dog groomer but you hate animals? Find a better fitting job. You can't even say that it's the money because educators in this country are grossly underpaid. But his monologue is short-lived because he's trampled to death by the children he hates.
No more students, dirty.
Oh, the irony. We then get the holiday version of the theme song, which I always love when a show does a holiday version of a theme song. Again, whether it be Christmas or Halloween, I just enjoy that because I like that little attention to detail. And it's a nice little twist, you know, when they like change things up just a little bit so you're like, oh, now it's spooky. Oh, now it's very festive, you know? I just think it's fun and cute. We get back to the show and we see one of our main characters, the teacher, Sonny Bridges, who's played by none other than the show creator Andre 3000 himself. And he's happily walking through town enjoying the holiday season when we see him perform witchcraft. Wait a minute, a musical witch? Yeah, sorry. I saw the movie. So as somebody who's loved the music from Wicked for years and years now, it's kind of taken over my life.
I've lost control of my life.
But back to the show. And after he brings those toys to life, he goes around wishing everyone a happy, merry, whatever they may celebrate, much like I do in these videos. Because Christmas isn't the only holiday this time of year, in spite of what some people may believe. We cut to the mall where radio hosts, played by CeeLo Green, are holding a competition for the newest game console, the Extra. And this game console not only plays games with 6% better graphics, but it can also rhinestone your clothes. Why can't any of my modern day game consoles do that? Yeah, I'm looking at you. It's been almost 20 years, it's supposed to be more advanced than that. How can they do something that you can't? I mean, yeah, people walked in on me playing a video game and asked me what movie I was watching, but do better. I guess what I'm trying to say here is, bedazzle my clothes, you bitch.
But I know a bitch when I see one!
Anyway, we find one of our main kids, Little D, very unfortunate name, pushing his way up to the front to sign up for the competition because he really wants the extras to make up for last Christmas.
Oops, I need a diaper change.
So much better.
We then see the rest of the class. Tamika, Philly Phil, Kim and Cam, Madison, and SpongeBob. I mean Eddie, who's played by the voice actor of SpongeBob, Tom Kenny. But anyway, the rest of the kids are in line to see Santa, and we find out what most of them want for Christmas. Kim wants an outfit, a purse, and matching accessories. Philly Phil really wants it to snow, so he's gonna be asking for a part for his invention that should make it snow. Madison...
A pet sea otter. The sea turtle I asked for last year could really use a playmate.
And I do not know what it is about that depressed turtle, but it always makes me laugh. We also find out that Cam doesn't believe in Santa, and Tamika isn't having any of that because she's about to throw hands for Santa. You know, after she goes into this Charlie Brown-esque monologue about how great of a man Santa is, Eddie, who, can we all agree, is... hi, gay. But he's in love with Tamika throughout the entire series, and as such, he's been running through the song 12 Days of Christmas, giving her all the gifts from the song. Did I mention he's rich? Eddie's like super rich. Like, think of the richest person you could think of, and and double that. But none of those gifts are Tamika's style, so he's on the hunt for the perfect gift for the girl of his dreams when Madison tells him she has an idea. But before we find out what the idea is, the competition starts. They send this horrified guy with the console out into the mall to be chased by the Horde. And this is where the first of the songs in this special starts. And that's one of the bigger things about the Class of 3000, and one of the things that I really enjoyed about the show. Every episode of the show had a song, and every song was a different style, genre, and even the art changed during what was basically a music video. And as somebody with a wide range of musical tastes, that's what won me over with the show. This one was a spoiled kid's anthem.
Toys, give me toys, give me stuff, give me toys. Toys, give me toys, give me new stuff, give me toys.
You know, before Steve from American Dad took that title.
Bad, 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 bad boy.
We want it, and you're paying for it.
But Lil D accidentally knocked over the giant mall tree, which destroyed Santa's workshop, in the process of trying to get the extra, which is now also destroyed. Oopsie poopsies, I guess. We then cut to the kids in the park where we see Philly Phil have a little bit of a mentee bee due to the lack of snow.
Philly Phil, what are you doing?
Making snow angels.
But there's no snow.
Yeah, that's why my snowman doesn't look so great either.
And Lil D complains about his broken extra. But like, my guy, you destroyed an entire section of the mall, and you destroyed the console yourself. Meanwhile, your friend is having a little bit of a manic episode, making what I hope is a Mudman, but you're too busy feeling sorry for yourself. I don't feel sorry for you. I say it, I don't feel bad for Lil D in this, okay? I really don't. Lil D then says he'll just ask Santa for a new one, but his friends tell him that Santa ain't bringing him shit because...
You put one of his lookalikes in traction?
Ah, come on. So I did one tiny thing wrong. That's not enough to get me on Santa's naughty list.
I'm sorry, you put a man in traction? And that's tiny to you? Okay. But then his friends start to list off a few of the other naughty things that he's done over this year alone. And can I just say that out of the 3 that they named, at least several people can die from 2 of them. This boy needs to be committed. He might be criminally insane. He then proceeds to ask Eddie for one, which is just wild to me. I personally hate asking for gifts. Like, my mother has compared getting a Christmas or birthday list from me to pulling teeth, and that's family, you know? Don't get me wrong, there's plenty that I want. I just feel awkward about asking. I can't even imagine asking for things from friends, especially something that expensive. But that plan fails because Eddie can't even get one for himself, and this boy owns a football team. And I'm sure that's definitely for the sport and not for the... I'm sorry, what? Sorry, I got a little distracted there. Anyway, Lil D truly thinks if my friend can't get it for me, maybe my teacher can. So he goes to bother Sunny at his house? No, that's not okay. So Sunny's busy decorating his house when Lil D asks. And again, Sunny can't even get one for himself. And this man is world famous. He then tells Lil D that you can't always get everything you want, no matter how badly you want it. But then he flips the mood by turning on the lights in probably one of the funniest scenes in this episode. You know, at least to me.
Now check this out.
And I'm sorry, but him coming back up with protective eyewear and rubber gloves just to turn on the lights, and the lights being so bright that they blind Lil D, will never not be funny to me. That's the kind of quick comedy that I really love. Later at Eddie's Christmas party, we found out that Madison's plan was for Eddie to get Tamika the real Santa for a day for Christmas. And that just sounds like one of those Hallmark movies, you know? The real Santa for a day for Christmas. You know, everything has to be for Christmas at the end. And all the kids are really excited about meeting the real Santa, so they all have questions for him, obviously. Except for Cam, who calls him a fake, and we get this great bit.
What are you talking about? I'm Santa.
Yeah, and I'm the Easter Bunny.
Who you trying to fool, kid? I've known the Easter Bunny since college.
Lil D tries to butter up Santa, but Santa sees right through his act. Sunny gets to the party, and Lil D instantly tries to get Sunny to vouch for him to Santa, and this is where we find out that Sunny hates Santa. Guys, I feel like if you hated Santa that much, that would kind of destroy Christmas for you, you know? So because of that, I don't really feel like Sunny's love of Christmas makes any sense. But Santa's genuinely confused as to why Sunny hates him so much. So he tries to go and make amends, but Eddie stops him because they have a contract. We learn about Santa's day trip sleigh.
It's a gas-electric hybrid. Right now I'm averaging 700 miles per gallon.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Just doing my part for the environment. The elves have really gotten concerned about global warming lately.
And honestly, yeah, I really wish that more people would be concerned about that, but there are still way too many people that don't even believe it's real. I was in New York a couple of weeks ago in late November, and it was 70 degrees. That ain't right.
I miss snow.
Santa takes Tamika and Eddie for a ride on his sleigh, but Lil D snuck on to negotiate with Santa. He tells Santa that he'll help patch things up with Sonny if Santa puts him on the nice list, but Santa basically says,
Ho ho no!
Lil D then breaks into Sonny's house and hides in his Christmas tree.
Hey, Sonny.
Lil D, what are you doing in my Christmas tree? Don't you supposed to be hanging out with Santa?
I'd rather hang out with you. And you know, find out why you mad at Santa.
And Sonny's really not having any Santa shit, okay? We then get a montage of Lil D popping out of nowhere asking Sonny why he's mad at Santa, and I just gotta show you the most disturbing one.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Why you mad at Santa?
Look at the parents' horror. What did he do with their real daughter? I'm telling you, criminally insane. But he wears Sonny down, and we find out why Sonny hates Santa. When he was a kid, he got the role of head elf in a school play, and that year he asked Santa for skates to wear to a party. Santa got him the skates, but he got him ice skates. He wanted roller skates. So he should have been more specific, honestly. Then, his dumbass still wore them to the roller skating party, and ended up breaking both of his legs and an arm. And because he was so injured, he lost the role of head elf. So in other words, this grown-ass man has been holding on to a vendetta against Santa for like 30 plus years because he was dumb and wore the wrong skates to a skate party and got injured for his own stupidity. And he's mad because he blames Santa for the injury that made him lose the role. Again, this grown-ass man is still holding a grudge against Santa because he lost his role in a school play 30 plus years ago. You know, this grown-ass man who is performed for literal royalty and has a musical on Broadway made about him. That's petty. But Santa finds out, and to make amends, he offers Sonny the role of head elf at the North Pole this year. Now that's the role of a lifetime, not some school play over 30 years ago, you know? Sonny agrees, and the beef is squashed. Lil D thinks that this means that Santa's gonna be getting him the extra for Christmas, but Santa tells him that no, you're still on the naughty list, kid. And when he's confused, Santa explains that he didn't do this out of the goodness of his heart. He did this as a transaction, and that doesn't get you off the naughty list. Lil D then moves to plan B. He uses Tamika's family's kitchen to bake a shit ton of cookies for Santa, and yes, that is a unit of measurement. But in doing so, he leaves the kitchen a disaster site. We then cut to Santa, who has Sonny training for his role as head elf before leaving for the North Pole, when Tamika asks,
Can't I go to the North Pole too?
Sorry, Tamika. But to make the long journey back to the North Pole, my sleigh has been precisely calibrated to carry Santa, one passenger, and 2 small carry-on bags. Even 1 more ounce of weight, and the results would be disastrous. Disastrous.
Well, damn, if that ain't foreshadowing something. But also, no? You just flew around with 3 kids on your sleigh. You should be good. The math ain't mathing, you know? We then see Lil D stuffing a huge sack in the trunk of Santa's sleigh when Santa catches him.
Ah, Lil D, you here to see me off?
Of course. Now you have a safe and delicious trip.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest here, Santa. I would not trust that child. You know his track record. I'm just saying. But Santa and Sonny take off, and then we watch as Santa's sleigh goes down somewhere over the Arctic. Santa then finds a letter from Lil D and discovers that it's his fault that they went down. You know, before being crushed to death by approximately 1 fuck ton of cookies. We then cut back to the kids, where we see Philly Phil fall further into madness, and Lil D tells him that he's wrong for wanting to give people a white Christmas so that everyone could enjoy. He should want things for himself instead. That's the true meaning of Christmas, apparently. He proceeds to insist that Santa's gonna be getting him the extra, but Tamika reminds him that he's still on the naughty list. And that's when he tells his friends what he did. And they all freak out because they obviously know how dangerous that could be. And right when they're freaking out, who should call but Mrs. Claus?
What can I do for you?
Well, let's see. It's Christmas Eve and we've got a billion toys to deliver. And the only problem is my husband isn't here. So, can you tell him to get his booty back here, please?
They tell her what's going on and that they'll find him. So Mrs. Claus goes to calm the elves down by saying,
Hey, everybody. I've got good news. Santa left for the North Pole hours ago and is missing. But a group of middle school children from Atlanta, Georgia are going to track him down for us. Oh, wait. That's not good news at all.
The kids pile into Eddie's private jet while he complains that his pilot has off for Christmas. But that's okay because Madison knows how to fly a plane for reasons. We cut back to Santa and Sunny trying to stay warm by a fire that they lit using the cookies. And Sunny's back to hating Santa because somehow it's Santa's fault that Little D stuffed the sleigh full of cookies. You know, like Santa wanted to crash or something. Meanwhile, they're both in the exact same situation. And Santa has a job to do that he can't do while stranded there. But Sunny doesn't think about any of that, no. He's just upset at Santa because, you know, reasons. The kids fly over and skydive down to Santa and Sunny. And I'm sorry, but what are they? SEAL Team 6th grade? I'm sorry. I know. That was bad. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. We then see Madison skydive down.
Madison, weren't you supposed to land the plane? Oh yeah, it's landing right now. Puh, it's a good thing I jumped out when I did.
So now they're all stranded, you know, fun times. But luckily, Madison gives Santa the idea that Sunny and the kids can be his reindeer to get home. And again, that just kind of sounds like a Hallmark movie, but this time kinky. I was Santa's Christmas reindeer for Christmas. I know a few people that would watch that. And it works. They take off flying. But how, you ask? Why, Santa whips them with a magic whip, of course. How else would that work? And even though they're flying, Cam still doesn't believe that Santa's Santa. The copium is real with this kid, I swear. They get to the North Pole, and Sunny is once again over his grudge once he gets to say his line from the play.
Welcome to the North Pole.
And not the best line delivery, Sunny. If I'm being honest, it was probably for the best that you had to give up the role as a kid. I'm just saying. But now they have a new problem. The workshop's in complete disarray. Santa completely gives up hope at this point. And when Little D realizes that no one's gonna get a Christmas because of him, not even his friends, he rallies everyone in the North Pole to save Christmas for the world. So the kid's not that bad. He's not good, but he has a heart. We get another music video where they fix and deliver all the toys saving Christmas. Santa and Mrs. Claus, aka Fergie. Yeah, did I forget to mention that? Santa's played by Lil Jon, and Mrs. Claus is played by Fergie. But anyway, Lil Jon and Fergie drop everybody back off at Sunny's house, which brings into question, where do their families think they are? Where do the parents think they are? You know? I'm just saying that them being at their teacher's house all night ain't a good look for the teacher, you know? It ain't cute. But anyway, Santa then hands out the class's gifts. Madison gets her sea otter. Kim got a new outfit, Tamika gets a Sweet Baby Poops Himself doll, Eddie gets a framed picture of him and Tamika, and Philly Phil gets a button that cures his psychosis. I mean, it makes it snow.
Let it snow! Let it snow! Let it snow!
Philly Phil then apologizes to Lil D that he couldn't get on the nice list, but Lil D's okay with his fate now, because at least he got to help save Christmas for everyone else. But that mentality gets him on the nice list, and gets him the extra. And honestly, I kind of feel like he should have been left on the naughty list, because all he really did was help clean up the mess that he created himself. You know? Maybe do a little better next year? I don't know what to tell you. But Cam is genuinely confused as to how Lil D got the game console that should be impossible for him to get, which makes him finally believe that Santa is Santa. Santa then gives Cam
a membership to the Bigfoot fan club. Yes! I love Bigfoot!
Silly boy. Still believes in Bigfoot.
So you mean to tell me you've believed in Bigfoot this whole time, and not the man that literally made you fly? Okay. And wait, Fergie saying that implies that there is no Bigfoot, but Santa and the Easter Bunny are real in this world. So why no Big Feet? Bigfoots? Big Feets? What's the plural of Bigfoot? But Lil Jon and Fergie fly off, leaving the class and all of Atlanta to enjoy their white Christmas. Eddie tells Tamika that getting Santa was actually Madison's idea, and she's back to being annoyed at him because he couldn't pick out a thoughtful gift himself. And the entire class agrees that this was the best Christmas ever. and we get one last song. And that was the Class of 3000 Christmas special. Honestly, throughout the series, the songs in the Christmas special definitely aren't my favorite songs. But again, it's what I do enjoy about the series. All the songs are different styles, different genres. They even change up the art style and everything. That's something that I really like, the attention to detail. And the fact that they gave people the ability to listen to different genres of music and didn't just like put the show into one category of music, you know? And apparently, and I swear, I feel like I have some kind of sixth sense or something about these kind of things, because once again, me making a video on something has brought news about the thing. Again, I'm really sorry, Try Guys, okay? I didn't mean for that to happen. That was like a month after I made that video. I apologize. I had nothing to do with the whole situation, okay? But yeah, apparently they're planning a reboot of Class of 3000. I mean, cool. I think a lot of kids would enjoy that show. It was pretty short-lived. I think there was only like 2 seasons when I was younger. And it's become one of those shows that like no one really remembers except for like a small cult following. So yeah, I definitely think it would be nice if they reboot the show. I think a lot of people would enjoy that. But yes, that was the video. I hope you guys enjoyed that video because I really enjoyed making it. And I think this is the last video before Christmas, if I can get it out in time. So Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Solstice, Happy Saturnalia, Merry, Happy, whatever you may celebrate. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and bing bong the ding dong down below to be alerted when I make a new video. And while you're at it, why not check out some of my other stuff? I have some more Fever Dreams, Floor Minutes, Storytimes, Randomness, Let's Plays. I have a little something for everybody. And while you're at it, why not share one of your favorite videos of mine with your friends? We can always use more friends on the channel. But until then, bye! Hark all the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away, Christmas is here, bringing a cheer to young and old, meek and bold. Bing bong, bing bong, that is the song. Wow, that song is like ingrained in me at this point. Gaily they ring while people sing.